What up, YouTube, and welcome back to another English review here at Thomas Open with some local brew this time in the form of Baxbier's Bandwagon 416. It is the second release in their Bandwagon series. Time to hop on the Bandwagon. The second beer in our series of big fat IPAs has a bright orange hue and is absolutely loaded with Thick Secret, Cryo, Mosaic, and Talus hops for huge notes of tropical fruit, pine, citrus peels, bubblegum, and rose petals. The generous use of oats gives 416 a smooth and creamy mouthfeel with a pleasant soft bitterness that will leave you wanting more. So yeah, basically 7.8% ABV, canned on wait, when was this canned? It says 02/21, but it doesn't actually say that's February. I think it was late February. This is basically, I think, like a month old, if I remember correctly. So why the 416? They were just being silly because they're jumping on the bandwagon. This is the first time they're doing big limited releases IPAs. They're going to do one, I think, every month. I'm not 100% sure, but they're going to do like limited releases, ones brewed. These are, the joke is we're jumping on the bandwagon of these big IPAs, the Hazy Boys and whatever, but we're not starting at number one because we're not the first. So the first one was called 415, second one's 416. I love the label art. I love the can art, that sort of NASCAR sponsored thing. So there's any kind of, there's some information on it about the hops. There's some information on it, like logos for Box. There's some 44CL. There's a label for the logo for the city of Groningen. I just love it. I love the first one, the 415, and I sent it over to the guys over at NerdSense and Matt, and I think they liked it as well. They seem to really enjoy it. So yeah, I'm curious about this one. We got some #proper glassware. So yeah, that has a dark orange color to it. That looks spectacularly good. I wouldn't be surprised if when I pour the rest out, it's going to be a lot hazier. So it's got like this soft. There's a lot of OJ going on right now in my nose already. So that has like a decent level of haziness. It almost looks like an extra hazy, in terms of haze, not like color, but like an extra haze wit beer, like a wheat ale. So that kind of haze to it. Could be that when I pour the rest out, it's going to have that sort of haze. But yeah, it looks good. It's got like a thick, about a pinky thick, but thick. White head on it, lovely color, really like a gorgeous orange hue to that like OJ, but not as hazy as OJ. You know what I mean? See what she's got in the nose, right? So yeah, the first thing that pops out to me is definitely some pine, some citrus, like lemon, loads of like lemon rind. Not really getting much yet on the tropical fruit section, mostly like a lot of citrus. Definitely floral notes, that rose petal, the talus, the floral thing. Got a bit like a... No, I wanted to say weedy danky. No, this is definitely much more pine, citrus, pithy. Maybe when it warms up, it is kind of warm. Like I took it out of the fridge, I think like 25 minutes ago. Maybe even a little bit earlier. I think beers like this definitely pop a lot more when they're not straight out of the refrigerator. There is a fruity component to it. There is some sort of tropical fruits, but not like that overripe, super sweet, like on syrup sort of, you know, fruits that you get like in tins or jars. Some sort of soft pineapple notes, but more like a fresh, not overtly ripe, maybe not even slightly underripe. Same goes for like a little bit of just barely ripe mango, maybe some peach, things like that. I like this though. Smells nice. Smells very good. Let's see what she does in terms of flavor. Cheers, guys. Ooh. Ooh. So that mouthfeel, I love that mouthfeel. It's got a decent level of bitterness to it. Was there wheat in here? Malted barley, malted oats, oat flakes. No. It's got a bit of a weedy note to it. Definitely a good creamy mouthfeel. It almost drinks like a 9.5% ABV triple IPA in terms of mouthfeel, and it has that sweetness as well. It had a good bitter. Well, as soon as the first part of the flavor and the beginning of the finish really started pretty bitter, and now there's this big sweet component to it. By the way, the hops, it says 23 grams a liter. It might have been better if I drank this a little bit colder, actually. Yeah, this is quite a big amount of caramel to this. Like the caramel, not like caramel as in like a big ass pastry stout or something, but there's a caramelly sweetness to it, like that bready sweetness. Bit floral. Mostly it's again the citrus for me, like a little bit of orange, a lot of lemony, limey, citrusy peels, pithy, piney, definitely piney. Not getting a lot of that tropical fruit thing going on, except maybe again some just barely ripe, slightly underripe pineapple, mango. I like it though. It's nice. It's definitely very drinkable. I think I preferred the 415. I do think I like that one a little bit better. Sorry, something caught my corner of my eye there. I like that one a little bit better, but this one is still very drinkable. Highly recommendable. It's basically like a month old, so if you guys can find it somewhere, I definitely pick this one up. It says something with bubblegum. Maybe that's that sweetness. No, it's not the bubblegum sweetness for me. Not really getting a lot of bubblegum. I'm not getting a lot of tropical fruit. For me, it's really that pine, citrus peel, floral, which is not a bad thing. And I love that slightly resiny, bitter back end. Now it's developing a little bit more towards that bitterness, slightly resiny. I like it. I like this beer. I wouldn't mind drinking more of them. Probably gonna see if I can score me a few more. Have those in the refrigerator. These will be awesome. For just chilling out on the couch, having some nice snacks and good movie. It's like not overtly complex, but still, it has enough to offer in terms of flavor without being overtly complex that you want to analyze every sip you take. You just enjoy drinking it. I wouldn't mind drinking this straight out of the can, really. I like it. There we go. And that's all I really have to say on the beer. If you like the review, click like. If you really liked it, please hit that subscribe button. In the description box below, you'll find links to all of my social media, including links to the Dutch Beer Collective and links to mysterybeer.nl. Check out reviews by my buddies. You can find them on Dutch Beer Collective. Check out reviews by my buddies Remy, Gerben, and Douglas. And I'll see all of you in another review soon. Cheers.